Hello guys, this is the first chapter of the IGCSE Computer Science Syllabus 1.1.1 Binary. This session will go over how to answer key essential questions in this section that are most frequent on the actual past papers. So the key question types for this binary, as you look at this table of contents, are denary to binary conversion, binary to denary conversion, and why is binary used in computers. And we're going to finally look at a file size calculation question, which requires you to calculate a bit. So the first type of question is binary to denary conversion. To briefly show, the question comes up like this. And I believe you guys won't really find any problem with this type of question, as the question only requires you to add corresponding indices of base 2 to obtain a denary number. My one tip is that you draw lines to divide a section of binary into 4 digits, like this. So this not only helps you prevent misreading of places, but it is a handy habit when we move on to hexadecimal calculations also. So the second type of question is denary to binary conversion. This is equally a simple question. It's just opposite of the previous question. So similarly, you just determine which indices of 2 go inside the number and write ones for the digits of indices that actually go inside a number. Just bear in mind some questions ask you to fill an 8-bit register, and the term 8-bit register just means write your binary up to 8 digits. So keeping your place up to 8th place is important in this case. The third type of question requires you to memorize a tiny bit. It asks why programmers use or why is data stored as binary like this. So it just simply means why binary is suitable for computers or why machine language is in binary. And it is usually a 2-mark question, and you can answer with only one sentence, but you just have to memorize these 2 points. Computer consists of logic circuits, and those logic circuits only process 1 and 0. So for the question, you can just write computer consists of logic circuits which only process 1 and 0. And that's why we use binary for computers. The final important question is the file, image mostly, size calculation question. It is usually a 3-mark question which awards 1 mark for correct answer and 2 mark for working. The question usually gives you 2 pixel values, like this first pixel value and the second pixel value, and an X number bit color resolution. Also, don't forget to check the units, as you have to give answer in the unit that the question requires you. So what you have to do is first write working of multiplication of 2 pixel values, which award 1 mark for working. Then, secondly, multiply this value by X-bit resolution given in the question, and divide by 8 again, since multiplying resolution value gives the final value in bits. So if you divide again by 8, this gives a byte value. The reason you do this is the X may not be 8 all the time. As you look at this, what I mean is the resolution value is usually 8, but it can be 16, so you have to divide by 8 again. And finally, you divide by 1024 for 1 or 2 times, depending on if the question requires you to give an answer in megabytes or kilobytes or gigabytes. I can't be so certain about this step, because I heard that you are not allowed to bring calculator to the actual exam this year. So I kind of heard that you have to calculate by 1000 and not 1024, but I'm not so sure about this, so I guess we will have to check this point again. Then write the answer. Since there are 3 points that give working mark, it is a solid full mark if you didn't make a mistake, because you wrote the correct answer and 2 proper workings. So that's all the questions that are integral in 1.1.1 binary. Almost all the questions in binary belong to those 4 types. And for solid preparation, if you feel somehow concerning about this topic, I would recommend you to memorize some uses of binary that I didn't include in my video, which may potentially come up on the test. And also remember this file size unit table, that's all, because I think it is really important to thoroughly know that if gigabytes is gigabyte bigger or megabyte bigger or kilobyte bigger. Yeah, that's really all for this topic. And thank you.